Yes. Hip hop. Let's save hip hop. They're trying to take hip hop from us. Well, they already got it. Now they're trying to limit signings of rappers. And you can catch that on an upload I did yesterday on Vanguardian News, and also a live expounding on it even more, touching on, where the state of the music industry and their manipulation and, basically just playing games. Well, I shouldn't say they're playing games. They're just conducting their business, and they're making a business decision that's basically something they want to get into. They're riding the wave. They're going to make the wave hot, and they'll make the wave, nice and with some momentum. And you're going to ride it. And it's going to support a lot of people. A lot of people is going to jump on that wave. It's in the clubs. Like I said before, 2015, I was telling people that. I mean, I grew up on, world beat, reggae, calypso, all kinds of music. So it's nothing new to me. I love it, but I'm trying to tell you. So all you rappers, like I said before, who have these labels that you say you have, and you're signing all these artists, we'll see. Can you continue to persevere in the climate that is rumored as far as record companies prioritizing Afro beats and Latin music? Can you adjust? Do you want to adjust, or do you want to continue to make music as a status quo? But you're going to really have to grind now, man, for real. It's really going to be a grind. And I wish people luck. Persevere, believe in your music, man. Make good music, like I said, because all we care about is the music as fans. We want to hear music. Don't starve us out. You know what I mean? Give us something. Give us something, man. Because I don't know if you can, like I said, I mentioned, I don't know if people can sustain 5 years off anymore. Certain artists can do that. Kendrick can do that. But you can also debate whether that album, was it on a hype? Of course it's hype. But was it the best album? Was it better than Lupe Fiasco's album, Drill Music in Zion? I can't say it was. Me personally, I thought Drill Music in Zion was far superior. That's just me, but that's my opinion. I'm just in a couple other albums. Saba, a few good things. So I mean, hey, let's call it what it is. Kendrick gets the benefit of the doubt, and he had a nice strong tour, one of the most successful tours that's out, or that was out, made a lot of money. But the album, I would say, was kind of lukewarm, mixed reviews. Some might say mid. It's not trash. I enjoyed the album, but I can see where a lot of people they just didn't they didn't vibe with it. I could see that. So I wasn't surprised with the reactions that were cast out, and when it came to Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. But other than that, it was a good album to me, but it didn't blow me away. For you to take a 5-year absence, but I think he could have came better, a little harder. I was looking for maybe a little bit more. Now he did his thing, but it just, I thought it could be a little, it didn't let me down, but it was just didn't overwhelming. You know what I mean? It was a good listen, but it didn't overwhelm me. So, and that happens sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You build up this anticipation, but you just not let down, but you just, you enjoyed it, but I don't know if, like me, I didn't give it much replay value. I gave it a couple, spun the block on it a little bit, but wasn't many times I've done it. Maybe I need to do it again and maybe pick up some things, but it was a good album. But so let's continue to support hip hop because of the rumors that Ebro had mentioned about they're going to prioritize signing, focus on Afro beats and Latin music signings, new artists, not so many of the rappers. So rappers, you better step your game up and put out some songs, man, because they're about to phase you out and you got to have some substance in your music. So I don't know what to tell you. You just have to go back to the lab, continue to push the envelope and try something, or just put out some real content, some real lyrics, man. Because everything, truth be told, everything is sounding the same. Be honest with you, you know what I'm saying? I hate to say that, but everything is sounding the same. So I don't know what to say. To me, it just makes you just have to make an adjustment or reinvent yourself some kind of way, and just even what you believe in your music and just put it out there, and it's got to hit. You got to make hits. You got to make good music. And like I said, if you believe in yourself, you'll do it. But you're gonna have to do something because I can see them doing that because they're a bottom line business and they can invest in people they think they can make some money. You know what I mean? And that's always going to be it's the music business, it's show business. They're going to make money. It's a business. So it's always going to be the new flavor of the week whenever it comes up. So don't get too comfortable. Start grinding even more. You know what I mean? So it makes some, contacts, get some new contacts, make some relations with people who can put you in a position to win. That's all I can tell you. That's my advice. And I want to get back onto this Maui thing. Oh man, something is up, man. I saw this lady, it was on my timeline, I think X, formerly known as Twitter. So I'm on my timeline and this TikTok, this lady, I didn't know it was TikTok at the time, but this video come up and this lady is, she's obviously upset. She's, kind of bewildered, crying, just in, not the best of moods, man. It just seemed like the world was just beating on her all at once, and she's trying to keep it together. But anyway, she's talking about, the people, the landlords or whatever, where these people live. In Maui, as far as their, indigenous people and stuff like that. The landlords is already filing for evictions. And she's bewildered, and like I said, she's very emotional, as you can imagine. And he said, we're trying to figure out, in a nutshell, paraphrasing, basically you're trying to get yourself together. The world right now, your whole world is upside down. And now you got to go through this stress about meeting a deadline for, I don't know, whatever the situation may be, to just call in whatever, eviction or whatever, if you're late on your rent or whatever. I'm like, wow, this is a cruel world, man. But yet we give a lot of money to other countries, in particular Ukraine, for their proxy war, with Russia. And I don't know how much Europe or the rest of Europe is putting in, or whatever backdoor deals they've made or whatever, but it's heartbreaking, man, when you got people over here who's in disasters and stuff like that, and just the way this thing was handled with the mayor or whatever, just never had the alarms or whatever didn't work, didn't just waited and waited. So something doesn't sit well with me. And then Biden told me he's giving people $700 a home per house. $700? I mean, what is a household of 5 or 6 or 10 people? What is that going to do? Per household? Come on, man. Stuff like that, man, make me look at Biden like, man, what's up with him? I'm so disappointed in Biden, man. I'm just so... I can say a lot. But I'm trying to stay positive. I'm trying to, just get through it with this presidential campaign and all this politicking, and it's just becoming to be one. You just don't see a end game. Well, I guess it's designed that way. There's no end game, but you just don't see any policies or anybody coming together to work together and for the betterment of the people in this country. And they love America so much, so they claim, but you're not working. You're not taking care of business. No one. We're there for business. Something has to be. We should be working on some initiatives or whatever. You know what I mean? We should be preparing for any more, pandemics that might be unforeseen. I mean, putting money in programs and stuff like that, man. It's just everybody's hungry for power, and everybody's just doing their own thing, and we got to sit by as taxpayers and just, bite the bullet. There's nothing we can do because they're just the misappropriation of funds is just at an all-time crisis right now, because it's corruption everywhere in the government, everywhere. And we got to sit back on the sidelines and just continue to be an everyday sucker, because we allow it to happen. We allow it to happen. We allow them to manipulate us to anything they want, any agenda that they want, any narrative. And people don't care about us, man. They done showed so many times that they don't care. And we just saying compromise, give us something, and they still don't care. $700. So once again, it takes the people to rise up even more for donations and helping people out, maybe providing shelters, whatever you can do. If you know programs or certain things that people that organizations that can handle stuff like that, reputable ones, you're still contributing, giving advice like that. So don't think what you do if you don't have money or you can't make a contribution. With any knowledge that you have with people in distress and displaced, links and programs and stuff like that, as I said, that helps. Real rap, that helps. Because people, you need all the information, any little help, all the help you can get. You need it. So it's crazy. It really is crazy. Biden, man, he should be ashamed of himself. But he's the president. So you'll make your decision on election day, whether you want him to continue to be a president to represent you and the American people, or you choose whoever else that he's running against. You know what I'm saying? Or you can step up to the plate right now and demand some type of competition on the Democratic side. You know what I mean? Just don't give Biden a carte blanche to the nomination. You need someone to step up. Someone young, energetic, who has ideas that's going to benefit the country. For as Americans, you know what I mean? Who's going to reduce the inflation, make sure this infrastructure bill is spot on, and put America back to work. Training, because we're basically going, everything's going to be smart city, technical, advanced, communication. So it's going to be a lot of training that's, that needs to be available. Avenues where, even put whatever we got to do, man. I don't need to tell y'all. Y'all know what to do. Take control of your life. Take control of your life. You know what I'm saying? Because they are taking tax money and they doing some good things. Don't get me wrong. A lot of that money goes to, good programs and libraries, schools. We get it. But a lot of it's just the way we're being taxed. It's just, sometimes I don't see what I really need to see. You know what I'm saying? So, especially in low-income neighborhoods, or they so-called low-income, low-economical neighborhoods. But we need to stay proactive as citizens of this country. Stay on our so-called elected, representatives, and continue to press them of getting better each day. How can my community get better each day? How can we improve? Each day, each week, each month, my community should be improving, growing, opportunities, everything. Community development, basics, a fire department, police department, grocery store, you know what I'm saying? Transportation, parks, recreation, technical centers, gallerias, museums. So we need to grow, stop being stagnant, because we make a lot of money and a lot of money is being taxed out of our paychecks, and we need to see these things happen for culture reasons and everything else, to bring people together, all walks of life. Like to go to museums, all walks of life. I'm from Washington, D.C., trust me. We see tourists all the time, all walks of life, every day, tourists, especially this time of year in the summer. This is the dog days of August. They're out there strong. Go down Pennsylvania Avenue, 7th and Pennsylvania, Independence. I'm telling you. So we want that in our neighborhoods too. We want to bring attention, bring people to our neighborhoods so they can spend money and, give us a economic boom. You know what I mean? And with a police presence for safety, education, all kinds of stuff. We want the community back involved in the neighborhoods where they can feel safe, a safe space for their kids, themselves, visitors, tourists, our elders, our young people, our city officials, our young men of all color. So, like I said, this is a safe space. We want a safe space for everybody to thrive and have the opportunities to be who they can be. Discover and explore and have just have a way of just expressing themselves. You know what I mean? So, community building. You know what I mean? Getting to, functions or gatherings, or marketplaces where people encourage community engagement. Make it safe for them. And I know that's a lot of things that I'm rattling off, and it takes a lot of money and takes a lot of cooperation. But those are just some of the things that's on my mind. And I'm not a city official and I'm not a politician, but I'm pretty sure if we pull our resources together, we can make those that list of things that I said happen. Shouldn't be that difficult. Shouldn't be that difficult at all. Gotta make it happen. Gotta make it happen, people. It's not, you can't just work and be scared to take off. Oh, things might fall apart. Look, that place, if you, God forbid, get sick or even worse, pass away, that place is open tomorrow without fail. People will come to work and they'll go on. They'll continue. So enjoy any leisure time, R&R, rest and relaxation that you can get on your vacations. Don't even think about it. Of course, prepare yourself. You know your job. You know who's going to work, who's not. You know you're going to have to come back and double check or whatever. see who blundered or whatever. That's just part of it, man. But you can't let that dictate your happiness and your leisure time and stuff like that, man. You gotta get away and decompress just like everybody else. You're not a machine. You're not. Don't kill yourself. Life is life is more than that. Life is more than that. Get away, take a vacation if you can. Sometimes you don't have to do anything. Just relax. Play dominoes or whatever. Checkers. Whatever. Relax. Spades. Throw some spades. Tunk. Relax. Relax your mind. Anyway, folks, I'm out, man. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Peace and blessings. One.